Still don't believe me? You will.
Welcome back to the Demented Collective. As always, I'm Gary.
I'm Dave.
And today we're doing Eerie, Indiana, Episode 5, America's Scariest Home Videos.
I was looking forward to this one.
Me too.
Yeah, this is one of the top-notch ones.
Oh, yeah.
It's Halloween, and Marshall and Simon are stuck at home babysitting Simon's younger brother, Harley.
Simon has a brother?
Yeah, this is our introduction to Simon's brother. But the night isn't as boring as they expected when Harley... I don't want to give it away, so keep watching.
Yeah.
The episode first aired on October 20th, 1991.
So, just under like a week and a half
Yeah.
before Halloween. Perfect timing.
That makes me wonder if they weren't airing on the 27th. I didn't look ahead, so I'm not sure. But I wonder if they didn't save this because back then they used to do TV movies, Halloween stuff. Halloween was a lot bigger on TV back then.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
than now.
Episodes, or Simpsons episodes, Treehouse of Horrors.
They still do that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only one I watch of The Simpsons anymore.
Yeah. Directed by Sam Pillsbury. He directed ATM with a Heart of Gold.
So, second time he's done it.
Yeah. So we've seen his work before. Written by the same guys, Carl Schaefer and Jose Rivera. Guest stars Tony J. What do you know about Tony J?
That voice.
The voice. As soon as you hear his voice, you know who he is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially, like, this time frame, 90s and everything. Dude, that guy's... I mean, he'd been in a lot of Disney voice acting, like you were saying earlier.
Right. Hunchback of Notre Dame, Beauty and the Beast.
Uh-huh. I mean, did narration work. Mm-hmm. He passed away, I think, 2006 or 7.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah, but he has a film that was released posthumously, however you pronounce it.
I know what you're trying to say, yeah.
Post R.I.P. As late as 2011, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I looked up his credits just to...
Have you ever seen Time Bandits?
No.
He's in Time Bandits. It's not a Monty Python film per se, but it's got one or two of the guys in it. It was from 80, 81, somewhere in there.
Inspired by Monty Python.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of things.
Well, it's that kind of...
Oh,
yeah.
the Monty Python.
It's not a sketch movie.
Okay.
It's a full movie.
It's like Tacoma FD, how it has, like, it's done by part of the group of Broken Lizards, or it was done by part of the group of Broken Lizards.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. I watched it. They showed that to me in junior high, I think. Time Bandits, for some reason. My social teacher was weird.
Fun.
And My Stepmother is an Alien. That's a fun one. The other one is Harley. Christian Cousins. And Joseph Cousins. They're twins.
Oh, of course. Yeah. That's a very common thing they did back in the day because it's a good way to skirt child labor laws.
Exactly. Yeah.
Such as Ben in Friends. Most people would recognize as Cole and Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Also, same with Big Daddy.
Yeah, and the Olsen twins.
Oh, yeah.
Full House.
All right, true. You know, I still want to know to this day. I'm saving this question for in case I ever meet the Sprouse twins, at least one of them. So I can ask them in person. Hey, which one of you said I can wipe my own ass in Big Daddy?
There you go.
No one tell me. I want to find out in person from them.
The cousins. The twins, they did a really big movie. And it gets referenced in this episode. They did Kindergarten Cop with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, hence the... Yeah.
That's the reference. We'll get there.
This is the first time you also find out Simon's last name, I believe. Like his family's last name.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, because Marshall, you know about the Tellers, obviously. Yeah. But this is the first time I heard about Simon or his brother's last names.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Now, he also did Critters 3. What other famous person who is now super monster famous started off in Critters 3?
I'm drawing a blank.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, really?
Critters 3.
Yet another celebrity that got their start in...
a bad horror movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or
I think that's awesome.
A horror movie in general. I mean, you got Depp, you've got...
Good, bad. It's all
Bacon.
subjective.
Yeah, Bacon was in Friday the 13th.
He was. That was, I think, was that his first movie? I think it was.
At least, yeah. I mean, even Jim Carrey. I mean, it's not necessarily a horror movie, but he one of his early roles was in
Once Bitten.
Death Proof, or not Death Proof. The Deadpool, a part of the Dirty Harry film series.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, credited as James Carrey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and his character was kind of making fun of Axl Rose, I think, at the time.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, great movie. It has Liam Neeson in it too.
Huh.
Yeah. It was a good film. I loved it.
High Spirits has Liam Neeson too when he's young.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, we're doing tangents.
Again.
But again, I'm laying into tangents. I've given up on trying to quell the tangents.
Yeah.
Let's dive into this episode though.
Oh yes.
It's Halloween. The boys are going through their checklist for the night.
Mm.
A long checklist. I didn't even write down what they were saying.
Oh yeah, it starts off fairly normal and then slowly gets to a point, and then of course what do they end with? What, like wooden stake, garlic, holy water.
Oh yeah. Well, and a change of underwear in case they get scared.
Yeah. Which I just want to know. I know. I mean, nowadays, like it would definitely be easy for us to get a hold of, holy water because of the internet.
Yeah, that's true.
Or allegedly.
Well, you just go
holy
down
water.
to the church.
Oh, do they just give that out willy nilly?
I think so.
You're the theologist.
Well, a Catholic church usually has like a tub, not a tub, but it's like a basin.
Oh yeah.
You just put a little bottle in there and Grit takes them.
Maybe we should get some holy water.
I don't need it. I'm good.
Oh, I'm saying, I'm paranoid. I don't know these
okay.
situations, man. You never know.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I'm not saying for us.
Might run into a vampire. Who knows?
Yeah, or anything else. Anyways.
So they're going through their checklist. They put their masks on. Simon is H.W. Bush, the first Bush president.
Mm-hmm.
And Marshall is... Did you catch who Marshall was?
Wasn't it Gorbachev?
It is Gorbachev, yeah.
Gorbachev.
Yeah, it's got the mark on
Tear
there.
down this wall.
It's a very dated reference.
Yes.
And it wasn't even...
Wasn't he the one that took his shoe off and he's like, bam, bam, bam?
I don't know.
That was a Russian politician, I think, that did that.
I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah.
I remember.
He seemed very... No, now we're getting into politics. Gorbachev was pretty reserved. Anyways, it was Reagan who told him to tear down that wall.
I
Not
thought it
even
was,
Bush.
Oh, I thought the person dressed as... I thought one of them dressed as Reagan. Like a really bad Reagan mask. Like characterized version of Reagan.
One of the other kids?
No, like Simon or...
No,
Marshall.
Simon's Bush.
Oh,
Yeah, that's full on Bush.
okay.
That sounds weird. H.W. Herbert Walker Bush. That's who he is.
Okay.
Anyways, though, they bust out a video camera. This video camera's awesome. I love the big old ones, and it's got the thing. That's great.
I want to get one of those and like turn it into like a fake bazooka.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Right? Or a real...
Film an episode on it.
Yeah.
Do an 80s movie or something. That'd be sweet.
All right. Yeah.
They probably cost an arm and a leg now, though, for collectors and that sort of thing.
No, yeah, because, filmography, like enthusiasts,
Yeah.
hobbyists. It's like typewriters and stuff.
That's the sort of thing I'm into. Mom's watching Simon's brother, Harley. And they the boys open the door to give out candy. They're about to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And some kids are there. Trick or treat. He said, "Read my lips. No more candy."
Yeah, yes.
Fun lips. And that's a reference to George Bush.
Yeah.
Or Herbert Walker Bush.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know a lot of people call him senior, but, I mean, he's technically not senior because they have two different names, right? One's HW and just one's
Yeah, they have
W,
different
right?
names, yes. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So the read my lips thing was a famous thing that Bush said.
Read my lips, tear down this wall,
in
Gorbachev.
88.
Yeah.
I think he said it about no taxes. I don't know, something like that. Mom stops the boy from leaving because she got a phone call to pick up Dad. Okay.
Because his car broke down again.
Why can't Cindy do it?
Because she's studying.
Okay, study down here and watch the kid.
Yeah.
Like, studying's not hard.
No.
Kid's watching a movie. He's being quiet.
Mostly.
That's
Actually,
it.
yeah, no. He was.
And it's Halloween night. Why is she studying?
Yeah.
What the heck? Just go out.
She's in high school, too.
Yeah.
That's the time, especially, I mean, like, dress like a slut and get out. Party.
Sure.
Nerd.
Yeah, do that. What a nerd. Man, Cindy's
I'm not
a nerd.
condoning underage people dressing like sluts. I'm just saying, from experience, when I
Cindy
was in
is
high
21
school.
years old at the time of this filming.
Oh, okay. Then in that
Her
case...
character, careful though, her character is 16.
Okay. The actress that played Cindy... I'm just stopping there.
Yeah, moving on. They want to film Harley doing something stupid.
Yeah, for that one. It was a reference to America's Funniest Videos.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They want to win 10,000. And Marshall's...
That was the Bob Saget time frame, I think.
It
maybe.
was, yeah.
Which, the best time. Sorry, Alfonso, but
Yeah.
I preferred Bob.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I watch those is if I'm staying in a hotel on Sunday nights or something like that. I think when we filmed in the hotel, I ended up watching America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
Anyways, Marshall's trying to get Harley to eat a lizard. And then,
Godzilla and Mothra are the names.
Yeah,
Which,
are the names.
fun fact, because I believe Marshall said, called them chameleons. They weren't chameleons.
what were they?
I want to say they were probably a type of gecko.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, chameleons are really distinct
Now,
looking.
speaking of Mothra and what was the other name?
Godzilla.
Godzilla and Mothra, we just put out an episode reviewing the 2014 Godzilla movie on Monday. So if you haven't checked it out, feel free to check it out. Harley throws he's trying to get him to eat it, and then Simon says, "No, don't eat it." Or no,
Freaks out like, Marshall, no, or Harley, no, or yeah.
Yeah, and he wasn't gonna make him eat it.
Yeah.
If you hear him meowing, there's a cat in.
We just
Back
can't,
there.
unfortunately, let them out. Because
She'll
they like
eat
to
the
choose
cords.
quiet, Yeah.
They put on a movie, Bloody Revenge of the Mummy's Curse, starring Boris von Orloff.
A.K.A. Tony J.
And that's a fun reference to Boris Karloff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The original actor that played the original Mummy.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, he played a lot of old stuff like that. Harley is watching the movie and starts messing with the recorder and the controller and blows it up.
Sorry about that. The kitty was being...
She was getting loud.
She was being needy.
So Harley is watching the movie, and he's messing with the recorder. Harley is in the Mummy movie now. He bites the controller. Ends up in the movie.
Ends up terrorizing that poor lady. She's still screaming her head off the entire time.
Right. Yeah, that's fun. And then the Mummy, they swap.
Yeah.
So now the Mummy's in the boy's house.
When they first realized that Harley's in the video, the thing that Simon says, he literally looks like, goes, "Dang it, Harley!"
Dang.
Yeah.
Like he knew Harley was going to get into something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, come on.
Like, that's...
It's eerie, so, yeah.
Well, they're probably so used to it, because I'm saying, at this point, I'm just saying, if one of us got sucked up into a TV, or a movie or anything like that, I think I would say something a little stronger than dang it. I'd be like, holy shit.
Right.
And
But,
then I probably want to know how the hell,
It's television in 1991. You can't say that in a kid's show.
Yeah.
So, Harley's in the Mummy movie. So where's the Mummy? In the boy's house.
Dun, dun, dun.
They run for it. And I like how they show Harley get annoyed at the lady screaming. I thought that was clever. That was fun.
Right.
She's going again.
Anyhow.
Boys are the boys are fighting and arguing on the grass because they had to run outside because the Mummy's in there.
Yeah.
And I really like how the kids walk by and they stop and one of them says, "Those guys are so weird."
Those guys are so weird.
Like everyone knows these are the weird kids,
Right.
because they're investigating all this stuff. So I guess it comes off weird.
Right. Even though I guess everyone else would just hear, just like, okay, whatever,
Yeah. They go up to their house with that group of kids
Yeah.
and trick or treat it. And Cindy opens the door. They're expecting the Mummy or something, but Cindy. Well, what comes up behind the Mummy or behind Cindy?
The Mummy.
And Cindy gives the Mummy 2 candies, and then all right, out the door.
Because it's shit that Marshall and Simon say, "Oh, he's just a really big kid." He's like, "Oh, okay, well then, And then
Cindy doesn't believe him that Harley's in the TV.
yeah. Ha ha.
And then we cut to the parents to kind of show that why it's taking so long. That their car broke down. And yeah. And then
They start semi-fooling around.
Yeah, they do some it's
Light-headed?
kid friendly sexy time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a kid show, that sort of thing. They're a few kisses and they end up getting egged and all that
Whipped
stuff.
cream.
Yeah.
Well, kudos to them for keeping it, the spark alive, I guess.
Yeah.
If you want to keep the spark alive in your marriage, fool around in a car while kids egg it. Just kidding. Don't actually do that.
Don't do that. No.
No, we do not condone that kind of behavior at Demented Collective.
Harley's on the TV, terrorizing the lady, like throwing stuff. He's just being a jackass.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. He's being a little kid.
Yeah. Oh, a pervert.
Oh, we're not there yet. Simon calls Harley his full name.
Yeah.
Harley Schwarzenegger Holmes.
Yeah, Harley Schwarzenegger Holmes. So, I was like, ah.
And yeah, that's the reference to the kindergarten cop there. That's clever for them, the writers. Yeah, let's have fun. So the mummy comes back and is ringing the doorbell. And Marshall opens the door, I think.
Oh, yeah, because they hear trick or treat.
Yeah, that's right. Mummy comes in, and they beat him with a shovel.
Ouch. Ouch.
Uh-huh. The boys got the mummy tied up and unwrap his head. And it's the actor Boris.
Yeah. Which, again, also, a part of me is kind of wondering, like, hey, dude, you're transported from a, are you, I mean, I guess that just attests to the level of commitment to his character, because he stayed in character despite being literally transported from the TV into...
Yeah.
After being allegedly dead. And he's just like, oh, I thought I died.
Harley, it shows Harley still on the TV, and this is where he rips off the lady's dress, and he does the eyebrow thing, like, kind of.
I mean, it was the...
it was 91.
On top of that, the underwear the lady was wearing was, like, from, the 50s.
Yeah, it was like a full slip, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you don't even see
I
cleavage.
don't think women wear slips anymore.
Seldom.
Right, yeah.
I mean, the people that probably are like, I like classy stuff.
They might.
I don't know.
But your average, everyday
Unless they're acting.
person.
Yeah, no.
So, if Marshall figures out if he rewinds the tape, he can see what happened.
Yeah, this has been recording the entire time.
Yeah, and they figure it out, and then the cable box blows up.
Yeah, of course.
And then his parents pull up.
Yeah.
They got to do something to get this mummy out of there. So they figure out, they're scrolling through trying to find the movie again. They find it, and Boris bites the controller as the parents walk in. And then Dad, anything on the old boob tube?
Harley's one line in the entire movie or
Yep.
TV show.
What was it?
You don't want to know.
Yeah. And then it shows the mummy with surfer base.
Yeah.
It's so great.
And they're all biting his freaking bandages and stuff.
That's
like,
awesome.
"Argh."
I like that they did that.
Yeah, it's like, good for Boris.
They cut the videotape up. Credits close with the mummy surfing.
Yeah.
I'll just start it off. This episode is by far my favorite episode so far.
Same.
This is, hands down. It blows the other ones out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
Foreverwhere is up there. I like that one. This
yeah.
one beats it. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So I'd say definitely this is the new number one. For me
Right.
too.
Like, if you can jump into this episode if you haven't seen the show, and you'll know what's going on. It's something strange happens every week. The boys are friends. It's the family.
Oh, yeah. I think the opening credits also changed slightly, too, for this episode.
I didn't notice. Or I think I skipped the credits.
Oh.
Because they're like 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
So.
Back in the day when, they did the majority of the credits in the beginning.
Yeah.
So that way, I mean, the same with movies.
Yeah. I think I had to do commercials and runtime and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a definite watch for America's Scariest Home Video.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 5. What's next week's episode?
Just say no to fun.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to wait and
Terrible
see.
advice.
So be sure to like and subscribe, and that
Click
way you
that
can
notification
remember to
bell.
come back next week to watch. What
Just
was
say
it?
no to fun.
Just say no to fun.
But we say yes to fun here
Episode
at the
6.
Collective. Depending.
And I guess that'll do it for us on this episode.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, and as always, stay demented.